Well, thanks for joining us this Friday morning on Your Carolina. We have got Michelle Kirby, author, editor, life coach, speaker, you name it, she's doing it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
How did you get into becoming a life coach and author?
It's a really interesting story. It just kind of fell into just the things that I was doing in my life, and people that I would meet would say, you know what, you just have this cheerleading way about you. You should look in getting a life coach certification. And I've always loved to write books and read books, so I just clearly navigated towards that, and it's just been a blessing.
Okay, well, you do have this like presence about you from when you are, yeah, you're just smart, you just, you know, you have good energy. You have good energy. What are some of the, like, when your clients meet with you, what are they mainly asking for, requesting?
They want to find out what their purpose is, because some of them just get lost in the day-to-day routines of just being a mom and living and having a busy life, and some just need a little bit of spark of a reminder of who they are.
Yeah.
So I take them through a process. It's typically 8 weeks, and at the end, they come out with a vision board, a plan to just have a better life and better quality of life and balance with their life. So it's been amazing.
Now, if you're wanting more, you can find her information and she can, you know, work with you. But since we have her here, I've talked her into giving us kind of 7 tips on how to live our best life and kind of attain any goal that you set. So let's walk through some of these.
Absolutely, Megan. And with 54 days left to 2020, I think we should start today instead of waiting for January 1st.
That's 54 days. You know what I mean? If you wait, I mean, that's 54 days that you can be doing something.
Exactly. So the first tip I have is read as many books as you can. It will really enhance your perspective and your quality of life, because you're reading things and you're opening your mind up to new things, and just reading actually just helps with Alzheimer's too. So if you want to be healthy and just maintain that mental health when you're older, it's just something smarter to do.
And it's such a good outlet and gets you away from these things and just mindlessly scrolling, which we all kind of end up doing.
Exactly. And my second tip is immerse yourself in culture. I think a lot of times we can tend to be judgmental just a little bit, because we don't know what the other person is going through or what they're doing or why they're even doing the things they do, the foods they eat. So if you immerse yourself in culture and you watch programs or you even listen to other songs, music, try to pick up a language, you can then better identify with other people.
Well, then you just have a better understanding. You're like, oh, I thought that person did that because they were whatever. That's just how they were.
And they look at us and think we're weird. So I think it's just for better understanding. You immerse yourself in different cultures, and then it might even spark mission trip opportunities or things like that.
Get that little travel bug. I love it. All right, what's number 3?
Number 3 is get a good morning routine. I pray and meditate in the morning before I even step foot off my bed, and it just sets my day. It gives me an intention. I ask God for like one day, one word that He wants me to have. Like today was gratitude. So I'm just really grateful for things, and it gives you that different perspective. If you can go to the gym and eat healthy and just have a better quality of life with what you do with yourself on a daily basis, it usually starts in the morning when you can set your intention. Because
nothing has gone bad yet. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, think about it. It's like you have a fresh palate. It's like, all right, let's make the most out of this. And it helps when it's a Friday too. So that helps a little bit.
Absolutely. The 4th one is get a tribe. Get a mix of people that you can be just people older and younger than you, because then you can be a leader and you can grow. You have to have people to hold you accountable. You can't always be the smartest one in the room. So get yourself a tribe of women that just encourage you and that can just encourage you to also grow while you're encouraging the younger ones to be different and to do better. You can also look up to someone and say, well, correct me. What am I doing wrong? What can I be better at as a person? So that's one of the things that really helps.
I love it. And we won't have time to do all 7, but we'll give you one more, and then you can go to her website and contact her for the other 2 that we didn't have. So
the 7th and last one, which we'll skip to, is create a vision board. If you create a vision board, then you can kind of set yourself up to looking at your life and saying, looking at it through that lens and saying, am I doing these things on a daily basis to be able to be an author, to get a motorcycle, to read more books, to have a healthier life? You can just look at...
So these are all things that you want in your life, and you will look at that and be like, am I doing stuff to achieve?
And if you're not, don't worry about it. But the next day, just say, you know what? I'm going to do one thing to attain one of these goals. It could be the smallest thing.
I love that. Like, look, that one says, live in the moment. I mean, how simple is that? How often are we like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do for Christmas or New Year's? It's like, just right now.
Exactly.
Just right now.
Yes.
So that was so good. Okay, her website is therealmichellekirby.com. Go find it. She's got all kind of stuff for you. There's an event coming up in November in Malden. Tell me about that real quick.
So November 16th is a 2020 Vision Board Fellowship Gathering where women can come in and they walk out with one of these. it's going to be incredible. We'll have magazines, cutouts, we'll have food, and I'm co-hosting it with KIRBY Banks and Trisha DeBoer, two good friends of mine.
Great people.
It's just a great time to just be intentional about what you're going to do for the next year.
I love it. Great meeting you. Great tips.
Thank you.
So
Nice
much.
meeting you.
And when we come back, we'll hear a little bit more from the Polk County High School Band here to perform for us. Coming up next.